Greetings and salutations. I'm Sir Cracker, and I hope you all are having yourselves a great day.
Hey! Alright, well, I'm the only Sir Cracker, and that was a quick update. Hey there, this is the only Sir Cracker, and I'm coming to you from the front yard today. It's the only Sir Cracker. Guess what? I knew the camera was on the entire time, because I'm having fun with you. Huh. Something's not right, and I don't know what it is. Glasses. That's what it is. It's alright, you'll get over it. Well, let me start off traditionally. Hey there, YouTube friends. I'm the only Sir Cracker, and I'm coming to you today from my garden. And it is a bit of growing, if you know what I mean. So, stay tuned with me and no glasses. And I will show you my garden. Today's kind of an update little video and the progress and the growth and what's been happening. So let's check it out. All right, friends. Well, here it is, like I promised you. I do want to apologize ahead of time for the video quality. I am holding the camera in my hand like I used to do and like I still do, it seems like. I just, I don't know, I guess I'm just kind of lazy tonight. It's been a long day. I don't want to get out the tripod and be all fancy, so please don't hate me. Alright, let's take a look at the cucumbers to begin with, since I'm standing right here. Let me give you a kind of a quick view of them from a distance. So everything from this side all the way to the gate, where the gate is. So all of that is cucumbers. And they have put on, or put out already, a bunch of big cucumbers. And I've already plucked them. So now, because I've plucked them, they are going to put off their second explosion, and they're going to put off a lot of them. Every single junction is now putting off cucumbers, every junction. So they're just everywhere, these little baby cucumbers. See, there's some there's some really cute ones. Now if you pick them at this size, see if you pick the cucumbers at this size, and you get, I mean, a ton of them that are like 1.5 to 2 inches, you can make pickled, oh, what do they call them? Not munchkins. See, another brain fart. Can't remember what it's called, but you can make those, and so and they're good around the holidays and stuff. So, and fun to give friends little teeny pickles. But hiding right over here is a really nice pickle, and this one here should probably be picked. Let's see if there's any more of its friends. I need more of that size. Oh, look, there's another one back here. I don't know if you can see it. It's on the other side of the fence. So there's two. Here's 3 good ones. So there's 3. This one's a little bit too small. A little too small. There's 3. 3. That's all I'm seeing on this side. Lots and lots of growth. Here's the thing. I've got them trained around the fence here. They're putting off these things, and they're searching. They got all these tendrils, and they're searching for stuff to climb on. Cucumbers love to climb. Right here, I don't have a whole lot for them to climb on. I don't want them on the grass. So what I'll probably do is just shove it back through the fence. I don't know how well I'm filming this. I'm not really looking at the camera. I'm kind of, well, whatever. It really takes 2 hands. But shove it back through the fence, and then I'll weave it in and out of the fence. Kind of like something like this. But this one's probably not quite big enough. It might pop out. But yeah, shove them back through the fence. They'll weave them in and out through the fence, kind of like this. If I would let them all out, they would all been hanging out here in front of the gate. And the gate, you know, you can't walk through there. And, you know, if a few of them get destroyed or crushed, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. And not the end of the world, since there are so many cucumbers here. It's a lot of cucumbers. Not as many as I want, but it's okay. I don't have a whole lot of space, really, not really. So, next year, I think, for cucumbers, I am going to put them in the ground. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And I'll do it a little differently, give them a little bit more space, and plant probably 5 or 6 times this if I get a chance. But who knows? I don't make any plans anymore. We were supposed to move this year, and we were supposed to have been at a brand new place. That never happened either. So here are, I don't know if you can see with the sun. There we go. Here's the tomato plants. They are my height, plus, I mean, what are these? Half blue barrels are probably another 2 feet, 1.5 feet. So, but these are those little cherry style tomatoes that my daughter planted. This is her little vegetable-y garden. And there's a few down here on the ground that have dropped off. Let me turn you around. Sorry about the camera work. Look, there's one right here. Actually, you know what? She'll never miss it. I promise. Look at that. Isn't that the coolest thing? And it looks so good. I think I'll eat it. Boy, I'm a bad daddy. A little tart. Not my favorite. Okay, and then while I'm down here, I want to show you these marigolds. These are not the marigolds that I planted last year. I bought these, I think, in St. Mary's. I do not plan on planting these again. I don't think. They're cute, but I don't know. So in order to keep marigolds to keep coming out and keep pushing more flowers, you have to deadhead them. And my daughter doesn't really know that yet. That's okay, she's only 5. You deadhead them if they are completely dry. Like this one I think is almost dry. And you open them up on the inside. Let's see if I can get it to open. Yep, on the inside you'll see seeds, and they are completely loaded with seeds. Every single petal, call it seeds, every single petal on a marigold has a seed underneath it. So there's probably, just in here, there's probably 50 of them, and I just dropped the rest of them, so there's probably about 100 of them in there. So pluck them all, deadhead them, because what's going to happen when you deadhead them, instead of putting energy into the seeds to grow more seeds, it'll freak out and it'll be like, oh, I need to put more flowers on because I don't have any seeds. So keep promoting them, keep promoting them, keep promoting them, and deadhead your marigolds. The other thing too, marigolds are a great partner for tomatoes. Marigolds, they are, I don't know what it is about them, the smell or maybe the I don't know, but they are wonderful to keep all of the bugs away, especially the tomato caterpillar bug thing. It's like a white moth that comes in and destroys the I'm thinking about something else. White moth like thing comes in and drops eggs, and then become these big green nasty caterpillars, and these deter the moths from dropping the eggs on the tomato plants. At least that's what I've been told for many years. And I've always companioned marigolds with tomatoes, and ever since I started doing that, I have not once had the caterpillar problems. So food for thought. I mean, if that's something that you would like to look into. Next to me here is, wow, these stalks are strong. These are sunflowers. And you can see starting to put on a sunflower. What's really cool about sunflowers is there's two reasons they call them sunflowers. They look like a sun. But the other one is because they follow the sun. So right now they're turning. So the sun already went past them. And they're in the turning phase. And they'll be facing that way by morning, ready for the sun to come up. And they'll follow the sun around. And then when the sun gets out of their spot or their sight where they can't see it no more, they automatically turn and start going back to where the sun is supposed to be, and they just track the sun. It's pretty cool. If you're ever out in the wild, and you'll see there's sunflowers out in the wild. If you ever see sunflowers in the wild and you're lost, you have no bearings, depending on what time of day it is, like say it's nighttime and you come across them. Hello, sun rises in the east. So, well, here in this side of the world anyways. If you go down south, I think it's the other way around. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I've never been to Australia or South America. But I don't think it's right. Maybe I'm backwards. Anyways, whatever. Maybe it's the toilet. But anyways, if you're lost, they'll tell you which way the sun's going to come up, and they'll give you your bearings and your directions. They're not exactly spot on, but they're pretty darn close. So let me take you back down and show you some peppers. So these are jalapeno peppers. And these are getting nice and full and plump. This is the first time I've actually seen them all week. I haven't been out here all week. Now look at the stalk on this. If that was to get hit by wind, it would be just fine. It's nice, it's strong, it's sturdy, it's not a wimpy plant. Actually, I would love to have this one inside, but there's already bugs on it. And even if there isn't bugs on it, it will have bugs on it. You gotta be really careful bringing your plants inside. But it's a good plant, nice and strong and sturdy, and it's got some really nice jalapenos on it. Those would be really nice for canning. Next to it, I got this cute little squatty plant, and it's got all of these great big, there's 2, 3, a potential, there's a little guy right here, and then there's these 2 big ones back here, and then there's this one. These are bell peppers, but I don't know which color they are. These might be yellow bells. It looks like they're getting kind of a yellowy color to them. Same with these. They've got kind of a yellowy color to them. But they're just loaded. These plants are completely... And look how sturdy they are. And they're this sturdy because I trimmed them back. So now we're going to get into the mess. I'm having problems with... And I want to call it a bindweed. I don't know what exactly it is. But it's this damn plant. And it just gets on everything. And it chokes out everything. It grows so fast. Doesn't matter how hard I try to get rid of it. Anyways, we're looking here at banana peppers. This is a nice one here. This is a banana pepper. And these are used for making pepperoncinis, which is what I'm going to make with these. I'm going to make a crap load of pepperoncinis this year. Putting on some babies. It's kind of nice. And there's actually almost, just on these 2 plants, let's see, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's almost enough to do a jar of pepperoncinis right here. And I know that there's I think there's 3 more or 4 more plants out in the back of the property that also have them too. So, and then here are my really sad First Lady tomatoes that didn't make the cut for the back garden. Look at these. This is all this bindweed. This stuff is horrible. I hate it. It's the worst place to have a tomato, I think. Maybe I might move my tomatoes. This bindweed stuff is just choking my plants. Might move them. But anyways, these tomato plants, they were okay. They just weren't top pickings, and I haven't nurtured them or done anything to them. I just threw these 3 plants over here and let them go to town and just said, yeah, whatever. Well, if they produce, they produce, and if they don't, they don't, and that's all there is to it. So, all right, let's go to the other side of the fence. Okay, so the next plant I have, it is totally in my way. Hold on. Actually, it's not really quite that big. But, again, on the other side of the fence, and these damn plants, I think that's what they are. I think they're bindweed. Ugh, freaking things. I need a whole day just to get rid of them. And then they're not growing well, there's a couple here, but they're not really growing in my pots. They're growing on the side and getting into everything. These are cabbages. These are a regular cabbage, and they're just starting to get big. They won't get heads on them now until the middle to end of August. Wow. What is this? Besides annoying. So the middle to end of August, they'll start getting heads on them. Sorry for the horrible camera work. But they are growing. They're sturdy. I think they're going to do fine as long as the bugs stay away from them. Looks like the bugs were attacking them, or are, possibly. But, yeah. So, that's over by the house. It shows you pretty much, actually I showed you everything that's over there. This side, I love this side. However, we have got to move this spring. I am totally not staying here. I am done. I don't care if I have to put all of my plant stuff and barrels and gardening stuff in a storage unit for a year and rent an apartment. I am not staying in this house again. I am so done with at least this landlord. I am done. But that's another story. Okay, so these guys are just being eaten to hell and back. And I have no... Oh, hi, dog. Absolutely no clue what it is that's eating them. Yeah. Not seeing anything. And actually, if you look at my potato plants, they're doing the exact same thing. They're being eaten by something. So, I don't know what's causing that. Although my potato plants are kind of poorly looking either way you look at it. I can't stand dogs that bark for nothing. They know me. Alright, so these 3 are my pine trees. They have grown a lot. If you remember the first video I showed you, these guys have really grown up. Then we have my jalapenos, and actually, you know what? I think the jalapenos on the other side look a little nicer than these. And of course, there's still weeds in here because, well, I didn't put any mulch down. Bad, 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 Sir Cracker. Here's this one. It's a little bit more. Actually, these are almost ready to pick. When it comes to jalapenos and pickling, I don't want them to be too soft. I would like them to still have some rigidity, or whatever that word is, firmness. I want them to be a little bit firm. This one here seems to be getting a little sun damage. So, and there's a couple back here, and I'm getting lots of these growths. I gotta do some research and figure out why I'm getting growth on the sides of some of them. But these are about pickling size. They get a little bit bigger, but I like them. I like them still to have, to be a little tough still, because they seem to be crispier when you pickle them. Let's see. Blueberries are coming back. Surprised, actually. They died off almost completely, and they are starting to come back. Yeah, they need to be watered too, it looks like. Maybe put some more mulch down around them. So, alright, so this is the first lady. And I showed you this one, I think, last week or the week before. Not too bad. The tomatoes on them are growing. Of course, they're tall. And I'm hoping, I don't know if you can see up there, that's an 8-foot 2x4 that is put into this 55-gallon drum. So that's probably almost 20 feet from the ground. So in actuality, I mean, it's only probably 7 feet. This tomato plant, by the end of summer, will be to the top of that. It's just what she does. Didn't do exactly what I wanted to last year, but I didn't know exactly how big she was going to get last year. Let's see, what's this one? Oh, it looks like another bell pepper. It's got some flowers on it and one little pepper, but nothing to call home to mom about. And then same with this one. Nothing really to call home about. I'm wondering if they're not getting enough sun. You know, I could move these over to the porch area where the other ones are. They might get more sun over there. And strawberries, they're typical strawberries. However, my fruit is really freaking small. All of them are this year. I don't know if it's because I changed my variety a little bit, or something's wrong with my soil. But all of my strawberries are small. And then, of course, the plant is getting huge. It's vined all the way over there. It's getting big. All the onions that were in it are basically dead. There's not enough light. These onions are bulbing up nice, getting firm. This one's weird. I don't know what's going on with this one. I think it's dying. It's really strange. Never seen one do that. It's like dying, kind of. Huh. Maybe we should pull it before it rots. There's not really anything growing out of it. That's a little bit of growth on the tip. It's almost kind of disformed too. Part of the side of it's kind of rotted. I don't know. I don't know what happened to this one. This is weird. I think that's a done deal. Goodbye. Oh, here, we'll throw it away. Goodbye. These are getting big. These are big. These ones back here aren't as big, but they're getting there. And they're all laying over, so it's telling me they're probably almost done. And to me, these are Walla Walla Sweets. They love to have their sunlight. And they're not getting as much as they probably could. Look at these tomatoes. I mean, you can't. That's amazing. I mean, there's 6, I think, on that bundle. This one has got 3. There's more back there. And it's still going. It's still putting more fruit off. So this actually needs to be taken up a little higher. That's not bad. Oh my goodness, look at this banana pepper. I have canning to do tonight. Maybe I'll shoot a video on how to can and do banana peppers. Look at this. I have enough here. I should harvest these and do that. Maybe I'll do that in the next video. And we'll do some canning.
Okay, seriously, friends. I just want to. I want to cry a lot. I'm in the garden today, but my heart's not. First of all, I'm going to take my hat off to you, Rick. It's British. It's a British hat. Rick Van Man has been an inspiration to me ever since he started his videos. I've watched him from the very, very beginning. Rick has been Rick is the reason why I started doing gardening he's why I started gardening on YouTube. Let's put it that way. I gardened and gardened and gardened, but he's the reason why I brought my gardening to YouTube. And for all of my viewers, I'm sure you've all noticed that this year's gardening videos have kind of been in the dumps. They're not the best. They're not as fun and wonderful and spirited as last year. And honestly, it's because there's been a lot going on in the gardening world with a lot of my idols, my heroes, or whatever you want to call them. Rick has not been gardening this year. He's really lost his passion for gardening. He just shot his final allotment video and made it very clear that when this term is over, he's going to let the allotment go, which makes me very sad. But I support him, and I hope that he finds something that he gets to do that inspires him. Maybe a new project or something along those lines. Either way, it's really sad. Rick has been a big influence in my life. And it's pretty sad. But I have made the decision that I have to move on. I have to keep going onward and doing the best I can. And so for the rest of my gardening season, which is now July, so I'm almost over, I am going to give it everything I've got to make Rick proud. Without him, I wouldn't be in the garden. I wouldn't be doing any of this. So I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, Rick. You are absolutely an inspiration to me. I left a comment with you, it was probably about a year ago now, and I told you that I wanted to thank you for being part of my life. I'm British. Well, I'm half American, half British. My mom came over in '73. And Rick, I felt like for the longest time that he gave me that part of myself and re-energized that part of me. My mom was a gardener. My grandfather was a gardener. My uncle Michael has an allotment, and he's a gardener. And being able to be part of watching you go through your allotment and doing the things that you were doing, and all of last season, you didn't do a whole lot of gardening. It was all about restructuring your garden, and it was just building up for this year. And when this year started and it became kind of a flop, and the passion wasn't there, and you were trying to go to Wales, I think, to go on a trip to kind of find something again. I kind of knew. I knew at the beginning it wasn't going to go through. It wasn't going to happen, and it sucks. But that's okay. It's just, it's time to start a new chapter in your life, and I support you, and I thank you for giving me the ability to feel comfortable getting on here and sharing with the world uh, my garden and my piece of the world, and to be myself and be okay with being myself. I don't have all the fancy equipment. I don't have, the microphones. I don't have all that stuff. I've tried to figure it out, but for me, it just doesn't work. Um, so, uh, this year is kind of tough for me. It just didn't seem like, I don't know, my yard. First of all, we weren't supposed to be here. We were supposed to have bought our new house, and I had all these plans that I wanted to do for the new house, and I wanted to do my show and all about building my garden and doing all this different stuff, and it fell through terribly. Fell through. And so I had to put all my barrels and everything back together and garden with it, which is fine. But I wanted something different, something more. Maybe next year, but for the rest of the year, I'm going to give it everything I've got. Um, I'm going to try to find my heart and soul again, and try to move forward. And I want to touch on a couple things too. Um, Katie has an allotment, and Sean has an allotment, and both of them are definitely inspirations for me.
Daddy, Sissy's home.
Oh, hey, look, my kids are here.
Hi. Hey. Poopy.
Hey, come on now. Leave it to a 5 and a 4-year-old. So, all right. Thank you. So, to cut it short, I guess, I just want to thank Rick and Sean and Dave, all of you guys out there. You guys are fantastic, and without you, I don't think I would be able to move forward. It's kind of hit me pretty hard with Rick leaving, but that's okay, because honestly, without him, it wouldn't be what it's going to be. It's going to be bigger, better, and badder than it was before. So I think for a little while, I am going to I'm going to show you some honor and some respect and start every episode with greetings and salutations. So, all right, well, you all have yourselves a fantastic day, and well, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.